What's good, y'all? Fats here with another banger. Today we got the NFL 2022-2023 Prediction Awards, dog, which is MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Comeback Player of the Year, and the Head Coach of the Year. These are my predictions. I think it drops the night before the Super Bowl, or a little bit before that. Whenever it drops, of course, it will be out before that. I'm recording it actually the week before the playoffs start, so the playoffs will have no impact on my decision. I did drop my playoff bracket. If you want to go check that out, make sure you see if I'm right now. See, it will come out around sometime during the playoffs, so you can go see if I'm right now. But I definitely wanted to get this out, and that was really, as I mentioned, how I was going to do this. I wanted to get this out before the awards come out and give you all my predictions for the 2022-23 NFL season. To expect more and more NFL videos, discussions, stuff like that, non-NFL reactions. Obviously, the NFL season's coming to an end. We're going to have so many off-season videos on just, certain teams, free agency, draft, all that stuff. So make sure to stay tuned and subscribe for that. But let's get into the predictions for the NFL 2022-2023 and all their awards. Starting off with MVP, I have made my MVP video where it's Mahomes or Hurts. I made that video who it was. I couldn't decide in that video. That's before Jalen Hurts got hurt. It obviously belongs to Mahomes. Considering Jalen Hurts did get hurt at this point, is no contest. It really shouldn't be a discussion. It's clear and obvious, obviously, Patrick Mahomes. 41 touchdowns, I believe, off the top of my head. This is just by the regular season, by the way. This is just the regular season, obviously. And that's without rushing touchdowns. 5,200 yards, I think. Unbelievable year. One of the best records in the NFL. See how he does in the playoffs, man. Offensive Player of the Year. So I was a little confused about this. I don't know if the MVP can win Offensive Player of the Year. I'm not sure. If that's so, I think I'll give it to Mahomes. But that's not my pick. I'm just saying, if so, I'll give it to Mahomes. But I don't think they can both win it. So I don't think he can win both. But I mean, if he might be able to. I don't know. You probably could. But whatever. Either way. No matter what, I'm giving this award. It was really close, man. It was really close. There was Tyreek Hill in the conversation. There was, Nick Chubb, Josh Jacobs, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts. There was a lot of people in the conversation, but I think it belongs to one and only. And the only reason why I'm a little hesitant is because there are only 8 touchdowns receiving. I think he had 1 rushing. But the most catches in the league, the most receiving yards in the league, it goes to Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, I think, yeah. I think Justin Jefferson's the Offensive Player of the Year. I really do. He's the Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year, this should be pretty easy, people that, Myles Garrett can be in the conversation. There's, Michael Parsons shouldn't be in the conversation, but we'll just say his name, because obviously he doesn't deserve it this year. TJ Watt obviously got injured. There were some other really great defenders this year, but it's clear and obvious, Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa is the Defensive Player of the Year. Unbelievable year. I think he had the most sacks, best defense in the league, best player on the best defense in the league. He's different. Nick Bosa is different this year. Offensive Rookie of the Year. This was a really, really, tough one for me. Obviously, I think if Chris Olave stayed a little bit healthier, it would have been him in a heartbeat by far. He only had 100 less yards with Garrett Wilson and played much less games. So Olave will be third, but if he didn't get injured, he would have definitely been first. I think Olave is the best out of that class, and then Garrett Wilson is so great. Garrett Wilson is really, really good. He's amazing, and he had to deal with bad quarterbacks this year and stuff like that. He was really, really good this year. Obviously, the conversation between him and Kenneth Walker. So I looked at the stats before this to make sure to make my final picks. I had Garrett Wilson until right when I looked at the stats. I think Kenneth Walker is the Offensive Rookie of the Year, man. First of all, Kenneth Walker didn't play his first couple games. I think he was hurt the first 2, and then he didn't get snaps until Rashard Penny was gone. He had 150-yard game. He had more 100-yard games. He had 150-yard games a lot. He had 350-yard games. He had way more touchdowns. I gotta give it to him. I gotta give it to Kenneth Walker, man. With less games really played and with being the backup most of the time, more 100-yard games, more touchdowns. Garrett Wilson was really impressive. He had a lot of catches. He was really, really good, and I like him a lot. But I'm just gonna give it to him, bro. And the Defensive Rookie of the Year, we got a Seahawk and a Jet again. Seahawks and Jets really went crazy. We got Sauce or Woodland. It's tough. Woodland had 6 interceptions. He is locked down. He is unbelievable. I love Woodland and Sauce. I love Sauce too. Sauce is amazing. Sauce is great. I think Sauce had 2 interceptions or around there, or maybe I don't know. He either had 0 or 2, I think. But with that being said, he allowed 0 touchdowns, which is insane. Woodland didn't allow that many touchdowns, but not 0. 0 is pretty insane. I'm gonna give it to the Jets on this one, so I don't go double Seahawk. I'm gonna give it to Sauce. I really like Sauce. Sauce was unbelievable, but shout out Will for being as great as he was. So we got comeback player of the year, another Seahawk, but this time it's the opposite New York team. It's the Giants. Listen, I'm gonna be biased and say Saquon Barkley. But Geno's like, quarterback. That I don't know. I'm gonna be biased and say Saquon, but I wouldn't be mad if it went to Geno. Like, I would completely understand. Like, it's whoever you want to give it to. Saquon led his team to the playoffs, really. Even though, Saquon kind of didn't have the greatest back half of the season. It was a lot of Daniel Jones. Geno was amazing. He led his team to the playoffs as a quarterback. I don't know. You can go either one. I'm going to leave it up to y'all. Either one, bro. Either one. Coach of the year, I got Brian Daboll from the Giants for sure. What he did with a terrible squad with the worst receiving core in the NFL and make guys to the playoffs, unreal. Great job. But yeah, that's my NFL award predictions, bro. So I can't wait to award her when it actually drops. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Obviously, I'm recording this before the playoffs, so it's going to drop sometime during the playoffs. So y'all can go check out the bracket, see if I'm correct from there. It's going to be crazy. This has nothing to do with the playoffs. By the way, all these awards are regular season awards. So that's where I'm at with it. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know your predictions. I appreciate the support. Let me know what other videos y'all want to see. Make sure to stay tuned for the playoffs. We're reacting to it. And then NFL offseason, we definitely have a lot of videos too. So I appreciate y'all's support. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to catch y'all in the next. Peace.